Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gritty Hour. I have a returning guest today, even though he's taking a different form this time. I have Sean Hansen, who just wrote a book a couple of days ago. It's been released as we're recording, called Andrew Baines, which is a novel. And welcome to the Gritty Hour, Sean. It's good to have you back on.
Thank you, Tom. Glad to be here.
Well, you were here as an HVAC specialist.
Yes,
And full disclosure, you keep me nice and toasty in the winter and nice and cool in the summer, so you know what you're doing for sure.
that's the
And and
idea.
and let me hold this book up. I don't know. I've never actually spoke to an author where I got the book in time for the podcast.
I'm thankful.
Yeah, yeah, it's Amazon at its best.
Yep.
But this is the book, and
Yes.
I just got it literally just before this, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet, full disclosure. But I do know that the protagonist in this book is an HVAC specialist.
Yes.
It's almost like it's you in a third party, you know?
Some of it is.
Yeah, so tell me the story behind it.
Well, a lot of it is, you know what? I've been in the business for 38 years and I watched my father and my grandfather. So what I did was is I started to remember certain points and parts of my life that were affected. And I decided to put a book together about those ideas and what happened. And most of the book are based on actual happenings in my life in the service industry. Some things I can't explain, and as the books go on and they come out, there's different things and adventures that Andrew goes through. So it's an exciting thing for me as well.
Do you intend to put Andrew in places that you personally weren't in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody in the trades that is reading it is either going to get happy or want to at least say something about it.
Well,
That's the
technically, excuse me, technically, this is your second book because you did write a an industry book about HVAC, right?
Yes, the first book I wrote was in 2000, I believe, 12, and it's the mindset of a service company owner. And we had two good runnings with that book. And from that time until now, besides, just all of the information I've gathered, I have so much to put out there, but this book had to go. I had to release it and get my ideas out there because there's just too many. I got to get them out.
Yeah, that's the key to being a prolific writer.
I hope so.
It burns at you. So that almost answers the next question I had, which was what prompted you to write the book.
Yeah, I want to just leave a mark in this industry, not just having four generations of my family. I mean, I'm my age now. I go to people and I say, "Do you remember this person?" And they don't even know him. The name doesn't exist. So I kind of like Andrew Baines and the happenings in my life and other friends and people's lives to affect everyone, so that everyone in this business reads this still stuff, they'll understand, and they'll be able to write. Maybe you never know.
Hmm. As I said, the book's only been out as we're recording, which is the 6th of November. So the book's only been out 4 days.
About 4 days, yes.
That's incredible. I feel so on the cusp of things.
I feel special to be on the cusp too.
So I did read, like I said before we started recording, I did read a couple of pages.
Hmm.
There's no way I could get through the whole book in time for the podcast, but
Sure.
um, you talk in the beginning, at least, of the book about your relationship with your father, who had a strong work ethic.
Yes.
Was he in the HVAC business or
Oh,
no?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he was. And I had to learn the hard way, and my son had to learn the hard way. So it just goes through generations, and my son is the fourth generation of the industry. So also, hopefully, he has provided some information that, and the next other books that come out, he's collaborating with me, and we're going to have two, a twosome out there. So two sides of the story for Andrew Baines
Right.
is the hope.
So I didn't, like I said, I didn't read the whole book, but I did see the synopsis. He gets into a certain kind of situation. Is that from real life? I don't
Yes,
want. I don't want. I don't know if you want to give away the
you
plot
know,
thing, but
no, we could get it going, but yeah, listen, it happened. There's things that have happened with respect to. I'll give you an idea of getting lost in basements. Um, getting their caverns and just finding the units and finding your way back out. And you make a wrong turn, it's like you're in a whole different, a whole different setup. It's just it's a business that you really have to be on your toes,
Hmm.
and that's one of the things I'm kind of also putting in the book is my situation when that happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does my basement compare to everybody else's? You're my HVAC guy at my
your basement.
shop.
It's you know what everyone they were basically put there for size and space. It fits. It works. Could it be better? Yes, they all could be better, but it's working. It's functioning. It's doing its job. It's being maintained by our company on a consistent basis, and that's the main thing. If there's anything we see before it happens, we'll let you know. But I could tell you, down in your basement, there's some woolly spiders. Some
Well,
really good stories of that.
it's a hell of an old building, long before you and
Oh,
I were thought of.
you're
So,
not kidding. But it's
so,
sound.
Andrew Baines goes through a lot in his business, which is your
Yeah.
business,
Yes.
and he gets framed for a crime, as I was reading.
Yeah.
Uh, I hope that's not first person.
I don't. I can't say that right now.
You'll
You
have to
better
buy
read on.
the book and decide for
Yeah, you got to
yourself.
read on a little bit.
Because it's almost like, the names are changed to protect the innocent, because it's almost like reading
Uh-huh.
your your life from your perspective using a different name. Is that
Yeah,
sound
somewhat. It,
close?
it is.
Yeah.
Well, again, I've taken in a lot of outside information as well, and that helped me get this information in the book the way that it would be readable and understandable. So,
Yeah.
that's the thing here. But these are real situations in most cases that have just totally gone out of control.
Mm.
And like you said, one of them leads to a framing of a crime. And you got to read this one because that's another doozy.
Yeah. And then there'll be, as you just alluded to, other travails and explorations that the protagonist goes through in further books, get out down the road.
That's my hope. Yes.
Yeah. Because where you are in your point of life now is you've turned your business over to your son. As you said, he's fourth generation HVAC
Yes.
industry guy, and
Yes.
he's very well adept at what he's doing too.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
he's
taken it to another level. Again, the computer side, so everything is up to date. In the vehicles is, I never thought it would go to that, but it has. I mean, today they can get on the phone and it's just amazing because in my school in my days you had to blow it up to learn, fail to learn.
right.
So yeah, they have he has it under control.
Yeah, no, he's also a good fella.
Yeah,
He's a
thank you.
testament to you and your wife.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So it looks like a nice read. Like I said, I was able to get through maybe 8 pages of the
Yes.
book, and obviously by the time this podcast comes out, I'll have read the whole thing.
Yep.
But it's so good to have you on,
No, I
just
appreciate it. I really.
hours, literally hours after the book was released.
No, I appreciate it. Look, it. I'm really hopeful that this goes out. I'm trying to start, letting people understand a little bit more about what goes on in my business
Hmm.
and some of the, the shortfalls and just the fantastic things that have happened. There's just all kinds of things in my life that I've done that have happened to me that I want to put down
And it's
and
interesting. You deal with a lot of different people in your line of work.
every day,
It's almost
every
like
day.
cabbie confessions, whatever that
Right.
thing
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sure there's a wide variety of people you've been exposed to in 38 years.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did many years appliances, and let me tell you, when the washing machine hasn't been fixed for a while, and you show up to do the installation and fix the part, it isn't a pretty situation. So, all of these things are just unbelievable at times. In this book, you're going to just laugh at times as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm your favorite customer, but some of the other, I'm sure you had a lot of off the wall people over the years.
Oh my, yeah, quite a few,
Yeah.
that you and I'll discuss later that we'll know.
Oh, people I know personally.
Uh,
I don't want to get into it, right? Just
yeah,
yeah. So are you self-published?
I am published right now. with someone, but again, I'm kind of new to this stuff,
Mm.
Tom, and
Yeah, this
I
is
just want
all
to
new
get.
ball game for you, sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking to have some. I mean, I was just flew back from somewhere last week, and the person on the plane, I discussed it with her a little bit, and she said, "Do you have an agent?" I said, "I need an agent." So I'm kind of fresh at this, and again, my whole thing is I just want to get my information out there.
Yeah,
Get these books out there and get some good reads.
because I'll ask you, it's an interesting cover. I'll hold it up one more time.
Yes,
Um, what, who did your graphic design of the cover?
the graphic design was done by. Let me just make sure because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
That's okay.
Yeah, let me just see. Her name is Emily. She was fantastic. But again, I don't want to. I've had so many people help me with this book.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, Emily from the Publishing Haven.
Oh, the Publishing Heaven. I see it. Yeah, printed in the United
Yeah.
States. Yeah.
So I mean, she was my first contact. Actually, they read my first book and wanted. So we had a great thing happen, and I gave them my ideas, and they loved them. And I just said, "Let me just. I have material. Let me just put it all together." As you know, I've been just procrastinating for some time, and it came together. It took me a few months with them, actually a year, and we finally got the first book out.
Nice. Um, you consider yourself, in terms of HVAC, or you consider yourself retired, semi-retired?
I'm
What would
always
the,
available for anybody, but for the most part, I'm semi-retired.
yeah, you turned it over to your son with
Yeah,
confidence. Yeah.
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 Well, you know what? Going through crawling under buildings for 38 years, bro, and slipping and falling and sitting on your knees and climbing inside boilers. It's just you get it's amazing. I thought I'd be you couldn't hurt me at all, and it's just amazing what it does to your body.
Yeah. Well, the calendar is no man's friend, right?
Well, amen.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I just want to share the page for the book, which I found it on Amazon. That's where I ordered it from.
Yeah,
There'll be other places, I guess, as we go along
that's exactly it.
on the as the book gets promulgated out there. But I don't know if you can see that page on your end.
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the book. Um, that's the front of the book,
Yep.
and so the nightmares. What does that mean? First, the
Well,
nightmares started.
some like kind of like you remember how when you were young, when we were younger, and you had your first job and you had your first task, and sometimes it didn't happen the way you wanted to, and you didn't know what would happen. You were so concerned.
Hmm.
So that's kind of the idea,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But the cover basically it depicts Andrew, and he's got his tools in his hand, and he's ready to go down through that corridor. The door's open, and it's what happens to him after that gives him the nightmares. Um, on every call, there's always something for the most part. I have a problem with spiders. I don't like them at all.
Hmm.
So when I'm going to people's houses and they have Bilko doors on the side of that house, and you lift them up and there's just spider webs everywhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of where the nightmares started,
Oh,
and
right as you were
and
starting out in the business.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And as I evolved, I learned to hate other things. Like most people don't like snakes or mice or rats. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, when you work down where I work, you're going to find and run into those things.
Yeah. You don't even like the Millbrook spiders because they're high
No,
class spiders up there.
well, no, they're all right when they have the color, but other than that, no. That little red hourglass.
Yeah. Then the police came. I guess that's the fluidity of the story, right? That's what we get into when we read the book.
That's part of it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm looking
it's
forward to that section
yeah,
because I'm probably going to finish the book obviously before the podcast comes out.
yeah.
So,
Take your time. I mean, listen, I'm hoping to have more out when it happens, but right now, I'm anxious to get it out there, Tom. I'm
yeah, well,
it's
it's brand new. It's like an infant to you. You
yeah.
know, it's
I
like a
mean, it's right. I've
newborn
been
child. Yeah,
as you and I've been talking over the years. It's just I've been dying to get them out, and I met with this wonderful person, and we connected, and they actually convinced me just put it together.
yeah. And without giving away the plot, I'm most intrigued by the third thing on the Amazon page. Now they are here, an ancient alien force.
Well, yes, I can't get into that, but I can just tell you things happen that don't normally happen to most people.
Uh-huh. And
So Andy,
Andy develops an ability, it says here.
yep, he has an ability. He learns that actually helps him um, maneuver his way through a lot of the service calls and
Hmm.
tight spots.
So I'm going to assume as people read this book, they're going to be dying to know what the hell happens to Andrew down the road.
In some cases, yes. In some cases in the book, I pretty much finished off the chapters, and then in other parts of the book, there's just so much information I have regarding that subject.
Hmm.
I left them half so that they could be opened at another point, another book.
Right. So the next story won't be a continuation. It'll be like a re-evolve thing,
It
or
well, it'll be a continuation of some of the situations, but it'll also be an adding new other situations that have happened as well.
right.
So it'll be the same context again. This is where I guess the publisher or whatever comes into play. But um,
But it'll
yeah,
still be Andrew Baines, the HVAC technician.
absolutely. Andy
Yeah.
goes, I mean, yeah, I
So
mean, I could tell you.
we're gonna follow him through his career.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yep.
So is the book that I'm about to read, is that basically this is the front end of his career as he starts getting into the industry?
Yeah, it is, but it's his sole main, his main function in life is to do this, and
Hmm.
it's not so much a matter of a plumber, right? He's just fixes everything, and he basically in one part he actually learns more than he can handle. So it just takes him up and down
Hmm.
as well. There's ups and
Yes.
downs.
Yeah.
And that's where
Well,
the dreams also will come into play, and they haunt him a little bit. But
I
there's a lot of
understand.
there's a lot of information.
Yeah. So that's my first reaction was when I just reading the first 8 or so pages, I knew I'm gonna want to know. I'm gonna know. I'm gonna want to read the second book, and so on and so on and so on.
I'm hopeful. Thank
So
you.
so here's my $65,000 question. When's the next book coming out?
Ooh,
I mean, come on, this
um,
one's out already four
I
days.
know.
Let's.
Well, I hear you. Jesus, the pressure, huh? Well, I'll be there with the bill for you. When I'm,
Yeah. Do you have it
I
in
mean, he.
hand, or are you working on it, or do you have it in hand?
No, I'm working on it. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
working on it now. I'm actually working on the third one.
Hmm.
So the second one has to be timed just right, so that way the third one has enough that I can punch it out. I gotta think that timing is everything.
Yep.
So I don't want to let it, sit there and just sit on a shelf. I want it to be read, and
Yep.
I want that vibe to stick, and then I want to come out with the other two. So
Absolutely. Let's run this one up the flagpole first,
I
right?
appreciate it. Listen,
Yeah.
anything we can do today, it's all about who we can help and who we know.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, full disclosure, I've known you. You've been my friend for many years already,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
your wife and your family is
Yes.
beautiful family.
Thank you, brother.
And this is exciting. I know an author personally,
Yeah.
so
So do
but
I.
I have to ask you,
Yeah.
um, do you feel a certain release? Like, do you feel like is it a cathartic thing when you're writing these books?
It is. It's a little different for me. I've been working on this so long. It's
Hmm.
just to just finally get it out. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
It does. It's changed me a little bit.
It's like a newborn baby, right? You feel like you're
Yeah.
just, yeah, putting
It,
somebody new out in the world.
right. I just want it to be in the proper location. I don't want it to be. I don't know that much about what's going to happen to it after it gets out there. So we'll see.
Yeah. Are you in the market for an agent?
I am in the market for anyone that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just writing. That's what I do.
Hmm.
So I'm not a manager. I don't know how to do that stuff. So
Yeah. Leave the rest to the other people
yeah,
to do
to the
those things.
pros.
Yeah. But who knows more about HVAC than you in the world, really? Yeah.
Well, yeah, listen, I don't know everything, but I've experienced a lot. I failed
Yeah.
my way to where I'm at. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing this grow and future books. And I know you and your wife come up to my shop
Hmm.
in the Millbrook. You don't live around here, but you do come up often enough.
Yep, we love it up there.
Yeah, you got to come up here. You got to live here. Get
But for
your
we, I would love to find a little place and write, but we'll
yeah,
see what happens. You know, the universe does its thing.
get yourself a little writer's nook up here.
Yeah, exactly. Right upstairs.
Well, you know the town I'm in is it's chock full of artists and writers
Yeah,
and musicians and all sorts of people.
amazing. It's an
Yeah,
amazing town. It
yeah.
really is.
Well, I
So,
wish you the best of luck with
thank you, Tom.
this book, and I probably won't see you before this podcast comes out. But when I do see you again, I'll give you a full review, and
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to sign this book
Yep.
so I can put it on eBay when I'm done reading. You know,
Okay, brother.
I'm only kidding you. So this is the book, Andrew Baines
Andrew Baines.
by Sean H. Hansen. What does the H stand for, Sean?
Henry.
I see. I never knew that.
It's Sean Henry Hansen. After
Love
my
that name,
grandfather and
Henry.
my father.
My brother was a big fan of Henry Aaron, so I love the name Henry. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Shawnee boy.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for coming on. I don't want to say Shawnee boy because I have
Ah,
a nephew who co-hosts with me often. I call him Shawnee boy. Been calling
ah.
him Shawnee boy his whole life, but
I
it's
hear you.
yeah. But anyway, it's a great pleasure to have you on the Gritty Hour, and I
I'm
wish you the
honored.
best of luck with this book. And
Thank you, Tom.
we'll see you in the street soon.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you soon.
All right, Shawnee.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Good night.
again.
Bye bye.